Rivals Edition. Rivals Edition. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
The price you pay is shown on the title deed card.
And we don't have those because this is not that version of the... That's not...
The owner collects double rent from another player who lands on their property.
So you owe me $200.
That's basically what it's saying, yes.
Are you looking at Monopoly or Monopoly Rivals Edition? Because this is the version... Yes, it does.
The name of Monopoly, in general, even when you told me Nazar and Vitaly play Monopoly, what does that mean to you? They paid for those properties to get them.
But
they were not just
But this is a game.
I get it,
but
this
it's the
is what you're
Rivals
paying
Edition.
for.
No, you're
This
not.
is what you're not paying for.
Listen.
Usually you have to pay for them. That's why they're telling you that.
This is a dumbed down version of the game, and it has different
and that
rules.
is the dumbed down version.
So let's finish.
You are dumbing it down 10 times dumber.
No.
Yes, honey, you are.
You gotta let me finish.
Oh my God. Okay,
we
go
gotta
ahead.
finish reading the
Go
instructions.
ahead. You're right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you land on a property that you already own and you own the full property set, draw a chance or community chest card. You don't do that in regular Monopoly. You only get that if you land on a certain one. So that's a different rule. If you land on a property that you already own and an adjacent property is in the set is unoccupied, you do not draw a card. Instead, the unoccupied property must be auctioned. The player who bids the highest amount wins the property and pays the bank the amount they bid.
That's not until like later in the game.
Yeah, but you gotta land on a property you already own in the adjacent set. So like if I come back around and I land here, then the adjacent set, which is right here, we have to bid on that. Okay? If you land on a property owned by...
You're paying for it. So why would you bid on it if you didn't have to pay for it originally?
If you land on it for the first time, that's the thing. It's all about landing on an unoccupied property, one without, like, this is what happens when you land on one first. Your first go around of the game is to establish your...
Do you know how boring of a game Monopoly would be if you just didn't have to pay for the shit you landed on?
It doesn't make sense to pay...
It does not make
without
sense
a deed.
to not pay.
I'm not paying anybody anything if they don't give me a fucking deed card. So give me the fucking deed and I'll fucking pay.
But this is your deed because we don't have any.
No, we don't have...
It,
That's
right
not
here.
the deed. That's not the
Yes,
deed.
it
No,
is.
that's
This
the property.
is it.
No, that's the house.
This is
No.
say you own this
No,
motherfucker.
that's just the house. It's not the deed.
What do you mean? The house represents the deed. Please open your mind. Please understand the concept.
Here's the reason for that. If you land on a property owned by your opponent, pay the value shown on the board to your opponent or make a deal. For example, you could negotiate by offering to trade your properties in exchange for rent. Note that you may not hold off paying your opponent until a future turn. You must pay on that turn. If you land on a property that is part of a full color set owned by the property, you must pay double that amount that's shown on the board. So if you land on
both of them, you have to pay $200.
Exactly. If you land on go to jail, move your token to the jail piece. If you owe rent and are unable
Monopoly
to pay...
was my favorite game growing up. Okay?
Yeah, and this is the dumbed down kid version of it.
And you are dumbing it down 10 times more than it needs to be
No,
dumbed
I'm
down.
not dumbing it down.
Even if the rules don't say that, like, I'm questioning you as a person, so you just want to give properties away for free. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's not how life works.
I know that's not how life works, but
That
we're
is
not playing...
how the dumbed down version of
We're playing
Monopoly
Monopoly,
works.
not life.
You're taking the game out of Monopoly.
We're playing Monopoly, not life.
The game is running out of money.
This
The
is-
game is running out of money.
This is Monopoly's Rival Edition.
Where you can't afford any more properties on the fucking board. Now it's time to gamble. Now it's time to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna, that's
Right.
what it's about.
No, it's not. That's not what it's about. It's
Okay.
about the
You know
first...
what? We'll play the dumbest version ever.
The goal is to use the dice.
1, 2, 3. So now what the fuck do I pay you?
You give me $100
You didn't even pay!
You give me $100
You
right
did
now.
not pay for that
I didn't
house.
get a deed.
I paid for that house.
No,
I
you
paid
did
for
not.
my fucking house.
Why are you giving money out of the bank? You gotta give me money out of your wallet.
No!
Yes.
See, I don't! Because I paid